He told reporters, quote, "It's way too early to even be thinking about that," Trace.
Natalie, thank you.
Haley Stevens did particularly well in this corridor. And what's in this corridor? Well, there are a lot of working class voters and a lot of African American voters. Abdul Asayed did very poorly amongst these groups. Where Abdul Asayed did well, to be honest with you, were really just college towns. That's where he really ran up the score.
It appears the very voters Abdul El Sayed claims to be representing didn't turn out for him in Michigan's primary. Let's bring in political commentator and former Democrat Natalie Beisner and political commentator Sweeenie. Sweeenie, to you first. I mean, if he doesn't do well with these college kids, he doesn't do well. So that's kind of the point that was just made there. What do you think about that?
I mean, first and foremost, back in a long time ago, in a different lifetime, I played basketball for Michigan State, so I've got a lot of heart for that state, and it's sad to see it go in this direction. What I see, Trace, is that the DSA and these progressives on the left that are gaining more and more power are using a bait and switch tactic. They're appealing to younger voters because they're identifying a lot of the problems that younger voters and younger Americans validly and rationally feel, but they are doing the bait and switch and not identifying that the government is responsible and left-leaning policies are responsible for a lot of those problems in the first place. So what I always tell folks is, if the problem is the government, the solution isn't even more government. And I think that's a big misdirection that they're running, and El Sayed seems to be one of the poster children for that concept.
Yeah. Meantime, you had Trey Gowdy saying that this is why he did not do well with black voters. Watch.
I mean, what they want to do, Martha, is create an America that you and I don't recognize. Have you ever heard of a dumber idea than to abolish prisons? Where's the Boston Marathon bomber going to go? Where's Dylan Roof, who killed 9 black Christians in South Carolina? No wonder they don't do well among African-American voters.
I mean, it's just these are dumb ideas for everybody across the board, but you can see where he's going there, Natalie.
Oh, yeah, they are dumb ideas for society. It's also very anti-woman from the side that claims to be for women and think all men are predators. That's one thing I noticed when I left the left, that their ideas contradict each other all the time. I think the real question now is how many registered Democrats are going to defect from the general because their candidate is a socialist, and I think there's a good chance that that happens. We already know the American people think the Democrat Party is too far left, and winning a primary is different than winning a general.
Yeah. Meantime, you had Zoran Mamdani, and he thought, you know what? It's going to be good for me to actually go to an NYPD event in a kind of a redder section of New York and see how they respond to me. Well, here's the answer. Watch this. By the way, we played 12 seconds of it. We could have sat here all night and listened to these boos. 3,500 of them, Sweeenie, and the cops and their supporters do not easily forget.
Trace, color me absolutely shocked that the man who went on a rampage for 5 years straight saying abolish the police and denigrating the people in uniform does not get respect for them when he actually needs their support. He, at every opportunity, never takes the side of cops, and in February, there was a deranged man that tried to stab an NYPD officer, and you guys can look this up. Instead of going to check on those officers, Mamdani incredulously goes to check on the man that almost beheaded one of them. What we need is a leader of New York who supports the men and women who put their lives on the line every single day to protect people, instead of someone who tries making them out to be bad people. They're some of the bravest people in the United States of America, and the NYPD is incidentally one of the most racially diverse organizations in the entire country when the DSA is 90% white. Little hypocritical.
A lot hypocritical. Meantime, FoxNews.com writes the following here. Trump told donors we need to elect JD. Source confirms as he weighs Vance or Rubio in 2028. And today, Trump said this at the White House. Watch.
There is a report that you told donors that they need to get J.D. Vance elected in 2028. Is that your official endorsement?
No. It's, I heard about it a little while ago. I think he's great, but we're way too early to even be thinking about that.
Thoughts on that, Natalie?
I think President Trump is correct. It is way too early. I know we all have like our favorite But, you know, I think the good news is that when the time comes, first of all, his endorsement will be the clincher, and we have two good candidates to choose from, and that is a really good problem to have when the time comes.
Okay, when the time comes. Natalie, Sweeenie, thank you both. Not Natalie Sweeenie, Natalie, pause, Sweeenie. Good to have both of you on the show. Thank you.
For
We
having me.
appreciate it. Yep.
If I